cents.
Well, I think we need to really embark on an education process, members of Congress and others, the American public in general. If you think about where we were and where we are now, just in a matter of decades, we've gone from lines at the gasoline pump to a point in time where we thought we were going to be increasing our imports of natural gas. We were certainly heavily dependent on imports of oil, to a point now where we're looking to make that shift. We can now export some natural gas. We have a large abundance of natural gas, and this looks like it's going to play out over time. We're exporting, refined products, and we potentially could export oil, depending on what happens with all this. But we have to bring the public along on this, and there are going to be some challenges, because there's a mindset in the U.S. that we've been dependent on energy, and it's about American security. But I firmly believe that our view of energy security should be diversification in sources of fuel, diversification in the types of fuels and sources of energy as well. That's an American view of energy security, and I think we can play that role out if we get the policies correct. There are some who want to take this and use it purely in a traditional national security type of arrangement. In other words, export gas only to NATO countries, or NATO plus Japan. And I don't think that's the right approach. I think that certainly violates the spirit of our World Trade Organization obligations, but at the same time, I think it runs counter to our view of what energy security should really be. And I think we have to have that discussion. Based on the supply that we have and our position in the world, what are the implications of an open energy market, integrated energy markets, and how does that dovetail with trade? And it struck me that energy really since the 50s and 60s has sort of evolved separately whether it's oil or gas, and they're different markets. It's evolved separately from the framework of trade, and we need to see more convergence in that, I think, in the long run. So those are just some of my